The Bible does not specifically say who Cain's wife was. The only possible answer is that Cain's wife was his sister or niece or great-niece, etc. The Bible does not say how old Cain was when he killed Abel. Genesis 4:2-8. Cain spoke to Abel his brother, and when they were in the field, Cain rose up against his brother Abel and killed him. But they both were likely full-grown adults. Adam and Eve surely had given birth to more children than just Cain and Abel at the time Abel was killed. They definitely had many more children later. Genesis 5:4. The days of Adam after he fathered Seth were 800 years, and he had other sons and daughters. The fact that Cain was scared for his own life after he killed Abel. Genesis 4:14. Behold, you have driven me today away from the ground, and from your face I shall be hidden. I shall be a fugitive and a wonder on the earth, and whoever finds me will kill me. Indicates that there were likely many other children and perhaps even grandchildren of Adam and Eve living at that time. Cain's wife. Genesis 4:17. Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bore Enoch. When he built a city, he called the name of the city after the name of his son. Enoch was a daughter or granddaughter of Adam and Eve. Since Adam and Eve were the first and only human beings, their children would have no other choice than to intermarry. God did not forbid interfamily marriage until much later when there were enough people to make intermarriage unnecessary. Leviticus 18:6-18. None of you shall approach any one of his close relatives to uncover nakedness. I am the Lord. 7. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father, which is the nakedness of your mother. She is your mother. You shall not uncover her nakedness. 8. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's wife. It is your father's nakedness. 9. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your sister, your father's daughter, or your mother's daughter, whether brought up in the family or in another home. 10. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your son's daughter or of your daughter's daughter, for their nakedness is your own nakedness. 11. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's wife's daughter, brought up in your father's family, since she is your sister. 12. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's sister. She is your father's relative. 13. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your mother's sister, for she is your mother's relative. 14. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your father's brother. That is, you shall not approach his wife. She is your aunt. 15. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your daughter-in-law. She is your son's wife. You shall not uncover her nakedness. 16. You shall not uncover the nakedness of your brother's wife. It is your brother's nakedness. 17. You shall not uncover the nakedness of a woman and of her daughter. And you shall not take her son's daughter, or her daughter's daughter to uncover her nakedness. They are relatives. It is depravity. 18. And you shall not take a woman as a rival wife to her sister, uncovering her nakedness while her sister is still alive. The reason that incest today often results in genetic abnormalities is that, when two people of similar genetics, i.e., a brother and sister, have children together, there is a high risk of their recessive characteristics becoming dominant. When people from different families have children, it is highly unlikely that both parents will carry the same recessive traits. The human genetic code has become increasingly damaged over the centuries, as genetic defects are multiplied, amplified, and passed down from generation to generation. Adam and Eve were perfectly designed by God, and their lack of genetic defects enabled them, in the first few generations of their descendants, to have a greater quality of health than we do now. When sin entered the world through Adam and Eve's disobedience to God, it brought sickness, disease, and a compromised bloodline for all their descendants. Their children had few, if any, genetic mutations. Therefore, they could intermarry safely.